secrets holding now. We will discover them all. Come for the ride with me and Buzz. It's time to jump in, 'cause this is the Logo Files. Welcome to the Logo Files, the show that always strives for douze pois.
Hey, what was that just played?
But that was our brand new opening title sequence. But let's not dawdle on that. Let's get straight in with today's logo. You might remember this as we are revisiting the Eurovision Network. Yes, you read that title correctly. We're not just going to look at one, no, we're going to look at all three Eurovision idents that were used from 1994 to 2013. Yeah, there were three of them. So let's take a look at them in chronological order, starting with the first one, which was used from 1994 to 2001. And now, I will explain what we are seeing in the animation. So, on a grey rocky-like planet, we see three giant blue tick shapes that form part of the network. Then, a gold ring circles around them to form the then current Eurovision logo, which was also the logo of the EBU at the time. It rests as the camera pans away from it, and the word Eurovision fades in underneath. Now, I have a grudge with this logo, and that's due to its length and how short it is. Another gripe that I have with it is the animation. I mean, sure, this was animated in 1994, they literally may have had some kinks to work out. However, by 2002, they adopted a new ident, and this one was used until 2008. Talk about an upgrade. Now, being that this logo was made in 2002, it still uses the music for the previous variant. But now, the ring is presented in 3D, with words being the English and French name of the European Broadcasting Union flying across the screen. But then I like how it transitions to a white and the whole logo turns 2D. And also, those swooshes as the three shapes and the word Eurovision come in. I mean, look at it. It's like... Anyway. Beginning in 2006, with that year's Eurovision Song Contest in Athens, the logo would be presented in widescreen, and eventually in high definition. So now, we move on to the third and final incarnation of this classic logo. This would be used from 2009 all the way up to the logo's demise in 2013. Now, if that variant of the jingle sounds familiar, that's because it is still being used in the current variant of the logo. Now, this is an obvious upgrade from what we did before in 2002. However, since this logo could now be broadcast in high definition, we can see that this logo is made of glass. And especially when we do that big turn, when the camera turns in the middle. Yeah, when it turns, that's a really turning surprise, because of the way it turns. But I also have to question, what is it with this logo and these bubbles? sparkles? Is it because it's made of some kind of like solidified water? Is it kind of water that's been turned into glass? Is it like the logo is a glass object filled with water? It just looks so confusing.
So, we talked about the music before, but why are we gonna talk about it again when we've already covered it?
Well, I thought we could play a little game. I'm going to play one of the 3 intros we just heard, and then you and you have to guess which one it is. Sounds easy, right?
Well, I guess it actually is.
Wrong! It's not, because I am not going to play the video. Yes, you'll have to guess just from the sound.
Oh dear. I hope you're ready for this, because I'm not.
Intro number 1.
Wait, could it be? I think it is. I mean, it might be. But it can't be that one. So it has to be the one that came before it.
So, which Eurovision ident did I just play?
Well, we're gonna say that that was the 2009 version.
And at that, you would be right.
You know what? I'm getting pretty confident about this. Let's see if we can tackle the next one together.
Here we go. Intro number 2.
Both of them sound the same. Well, that's gonna make it even harder.
I think you missed something.
What? We did? What did we miss?
Well, one of the other 2 remaining intros has something that the other intro does not.
So what could that be? One of the intros has something that the other one doesn't. Do you know what it is? Because I have no idea.
Let me play it again for you.
Wait a second.
Now, do you know what it is?
Well, that one you just played had a crowd cheering. And the only one that does is the 2002 version.
Right again! And that just leaves one more.
Wouldn't the last one be the 1994 version?
Yeah, it would. So for our first variant that we're going to look at, we're going to go to La France, to the year 1995. And take a look at this intro and tell me if you see something a bit suspicious. Okay, how many of you noticed that the France 2 logo just goes on screen? It just goes like that, and it's just lazily edited in. And speaking of lazy editing, we now jump to Ireland from the year, all together now, 1997. How many more times is this joke going to come up? Anyway, that year's Eurovision Song Contest. Have a look at the intro. Hold on. Stop right there. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Where in the blazes is the RTE logo? Yeah, the RTE logo is supposed to be right here, but it's not. It's completely gone. In fact, let me show you what it's supposed to look like. There we go. Now that is better. So, what do we think of this logo?
Well, I think I'd have to say that it's very, abstract.
Ah, well, it kind of does, to be honest. It's got a very abstract design. A sort of weird and wonderful design, basically.
And even though this logo isn't around anymore, it's still a fun topic to reminisce on.
It sure is. Well, that's all we have time for today. But make sure to join us again next time when we'll look at something very cool, very abstract, and something that was born to be purple. We'll see you next time.